Shalomie Homies, I'm Arjay. Welcome to the Bible But Not Boring podcast. Today I have the privilege to do this episode with the one and only Mrs. Jontel Morris.
Yay! Thanks for introducing me.
You have been very active on your TikTok page, Morris Shalomstead. I would highly encourage people to go check that out. She is releasing at least a video a day, minimum.
Yeah, fresh milled bread recipes and tips and tricks to using fresh milled flour and making super nourishing living food, bread.
Yeah, a lot.
Cookies.
You do some pretty good content out there. A lot of it's very high quality, I feel like.
Thanks. Do you like my bread?
Yeah. I actually... Okay, I ate half of a loaf of bread just sitting down, and I ate half of a loaf of some of your bread the other day. It's so good. You should do a sourdough course on TikTok.
Thanks, babe.
That would be cool. You should actually do that.
Thank you. I do have a sourdough recipe up.
But you should make a sourdough course. People can pay a little bit of money for it, and you have hour videos of how to make sourdough and everything.
Yeah, I'm not there yet, but if the content keeps growing, or if the platform keeps growing, then I'll definitely consider it.
Yeah, you're growing a lot, actually.
Thanks. Thank you. Thank you for the encouragement.
All right, welcome. I really encourage. I like what you're doing. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for taking your time to be here. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, babe.
Oh, have anything to say before we dive right in?
No, I'm really excited. I really enjoy Esther. We've read Esther several times, and it's just there are areas of Esther that are very comedically written, and so it's a book that I really enjoy. So let's get into it.
Yeah, speaking of that, we have a part coming up.
Oh, really?
I don't know if it's today, depending on how far we get, but we do have that part coming up.
Okay. Is this one of the episodes where I read through the chapter?
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
All right, so we are going to read Chapter 4, if they're okay with that.
Perfect.
Right, let's start.
When Mordecai learned everything that had been done, he tore his clothes, put on sackcloth and ashes, and went out through the city, lamenting and crying bitterly. He stopped before entering the king's gate, since no one was allowed to go inside the king's gate wearing sackcloth. In every province reached by the king's order and decree, there was great mourning among the Jews, with fasting, weeping, and wailing, as many lay down on sackcloth and ashes. When the girls and officials attending Esther came and informed her of this, the queen became deeply distressed. She sent clothes for Mordecai to wear instead of his sackcloth, but he wouldn't accept them. So Esther summoned Hatak? Hatak, one of the king's officials attending her, and instructed him to go to Mordecai and find out what this was all about and why. Hatak went out to Mordecai in the open space in front of the king's gate, and Mordecai told him everything that had happened to him and exactly how much silver Haman had promised to put in the royal treasury for the destruction of the Jews. He also gave him a copy of the decree for their destruction issued in Shushan, so that he could show it to Esther, explain it to her, and then instruct her to approach the king, intercede with him, and implore his favor on behalf of her people. Hatak returned and told Esther and Mordecai what Mordecai had said. Then Esther spoke to Hatak and gave him this message for Mordecai. All the king's officials, as well as the people in the royal provinces, know that if anyone, man or woman, approaches the king in the inner courtyard without being summoned, there is just one law. He must be put to death, unless the king holds out the gold scepter for him to remain alive, and I haven't been summoned to the king for the past 30 days. Upon being told what Esther had said, Mordecai asked them to give Esther this answer: "Don't suppose that merely because you happen to be in the royal palace, you will escape any more than the other Jews. For if you fail to speak up now, relief and deliverance will come to the Jews from a different direction. But you and your father's family will perish. Who knows whether you didn't come into your royal position precisely for such a time as this?" Esther had them return with this answer to Mordecai: "Go assemble all the Jews to be found in Shushan, and have them fast for me, neither eating nor drinking, for 3 days, night and day. Also, I and the girls attending me will fast the same way. Then I will go into the king, which is against the law, and if I perish, I perish." Then Mordecai went his way and did everything Esther had ordered him to do.
All right. So, if you don't remember, you weren't there last time we were talking about Chapter 3.
I was not.
Haman offers the king 330 talents of silver to...
Have we translated that to today money yet?
Yep, it is an insane amount of money.
How much money is it?
$17 million, 98,668.
Oh,
Doesn't
wow.
that sound like so suspicious just to like settle some personal vendetta?
But the king was like, "Rah."
I mean, he was gonna kill 2 million people, so he knew that the king might not want that to harm his tax base, so that's why he's giving that much money to the royal treasury.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Alright. Well, you ready to start getting into some of...
Fun facts.
Fun facts, yeah. That's a good way to put it, fun facts. Okay, this is Fun Facts with Arjay and John. Yeah. First of all, I would just like to say, Hatak!
Hatak.
Hatak!
So you guys can't see, but every single time I read Hatak, RJ held up karate hands. I went, Hatak.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, first...
Hatak.
All right. The fun, frivolous... Don't.
Okay, I won't.
Okay.
It's over. It's run its course.
So, for the past few chapters, this has been a funny, like, lighthearted story. I mean, it's been like kind of like a lighthearted comedy almost, right? Would you agree?
I'm not sure I've ever quite looked at it as a comedy, but...
Well, I mean, I was listening to one person, they say they're kind of disappointed on how, like, cinema captures Esther, because it really is just, like, kind of like a lighthearted comedy.
It's a bit of a tragedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy that deals with serious themes, so it kind of makes it really complex to actually, like, put into, like, a movie or something.
It's an interesting perspective.
I mean, I do see where that person's coming from.
Okay.
Alright. So,
I mean, I see at the end the part where, like, you know,
okay,
I know.
Hey, don't spoil it. I mean,
it's my favorite part.
Yeah, that part is hilarious. And can be told. Very funny, but some people kind of make it kind of lame.
Well, this is Bible but not boring, so we'll be sure to make it funny.
Yeah, we're gonna laugh a lot. Alright, well... So the fun, frivolous mood of and silly antics of drunken parties ends now. Hope dies now. Joy dies. Joy dies.
Gosh, we really did get dark real fast there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to clarify that you. So it says that the decree was placed in Susa that all of the Israelites would...
Is that Shushan?
Shushan.
Susa? Okay, got it.
Alright. So yeah, the Shushan... The decree was placed there that the Israelites were to be all eliminated. Exactly. Probably a lot more serious than that.
More like, dun dun dun.
This is not a joking matter.
I'm just trying to utilize the proper sound effects.
Okay. Are we good?
Yeah.
Are we good? It reminds me of the Promised Land when it's like... If you haven't watched
the show,
the show, the Promised Land series, it's on YouTube. It's hilarious, where it's like Moses keeps making fun of Aaron for because he built a golden calf, and he's like reading the laws, and he's like, "Don't make pagan gods," and he's like, "Huh," and everybody's like, "Yeah, Aaron," and Aaron's like, "It's fine," and he just picks on me every day without stopping, and then Moses' wife Zipporah tells him to apologize to Aaron. He's like, "Aaron." And he's like, "Yeah? Are we good?" And he's like, I guess. He's like, "Yeah, we're good." He's like, "Yeah, we apologized." Anyway. Okay. So people there were kind of confused. That was very loud. Louder than I wanted it to be. So, and people weren't allowed to go into the palace with mourning clothes because people they didn't. Like we were talking about with Mordecai.
We're not talking about robes either. We're like bedroom robes.
Yeah.
What are those called?
Bedroom robes?
No, like robes, like bathrobes. You know, morning clothes. Your pajamas, morning clothes.
That's what I was thinking.
No, it's like mourning as in weeping and lamenting.
Yeah.
In case there was any confusion.
Any thoughts on those things that I've said so far?
No?
All right, well, okay, so now I have pretty interesting fact. I find it very weird because in Persia, the Israelites would be allowed to go back to Judah, but we've been talking about in the past few episodes that they didn't go back to Judah, and it was really like no one understands why.
I remember you telling me about that in the episode we did.
The fact that all the Israelites, they're going to be killed. They're going to be all killed in Esther. They're still not going back to Judah. They would rather die than go back to Judah. That fact, I mean, right?
Stiff-necked people.
Stiff-necked people. All right. I mean, it's their choice, life or death. Yeah, I just found that kind of creepy. Okay. I don't know if creepy is the right word for it.
Interesting,
yeah. Alright, that's better. So, any thoughts on that?
No, just that just that things in scripture are cyclical. And we see the same things over and over again with the Israelites. We see the same things with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we see it in scripture, the same behavior over and over and over again. And throughout life, I think we can see the same thing. Yeah. Even in our own lives and our own behavior, we can see those same cycles. Yeah. And it's just a mirror of how they were in Egypt when they left Egypt. Yes. They cried like they wanted to go back to Egypt, back to their comforts, back to their, to their familiar ways. Yeah, just reminds me of that.
All right. Okay, so ready for the next fun fact?
Sure am.
Fun facts. Dun, 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 dun. All right. So the Jews have never been, the Israelites have never been threatened with extermination before.
Okay.
I mean, tell me if I'm wrong.
I'm trying to think back. I don't think so. No.
No, never.
The only thing I can think of is just death in war.
Yeah. So.
Being threatened by, like Babylonian takeover or, things like that.
Okay.
Philistines.
This is where stuff gets a little gross, warning.
Oh. Okay.
So I was reading the Greek translation of this episode. I mean, it's not that bad. But it says that Esther, during the fast... Hey, I'm saying it right this time. She covers herself with ashes and dung.
Where does it say that?
In the Greek translation. Look it up.
Really?
She covers herself with ashes and dung. Huh. Oh, my queen, you stink. There's a foul odor. I mean, really, that would be disgusting. Alright. So, what I'm just thinking is, Esther, they're gonna kill us. You need to go to the king. No, I don't want to go to the king. They're gonna kill me. Well, they're gonna kill you anyways, bro. Oh, yeah. Right?
That is a hilarious translation.
Thank you. All right. I think I might put that on Instagram. All right. Well, and also, please follow me on Instagram if you're listening to this podcast, and if you enjoy us, please follow us on Instagram.
Yeah, follow us on Instagram.
I am begging you. I am begging you, people. All right. Yeah, it would be very kind of you if you followed us on Instagram. I post very frequent on there.
Yeah, a couple times a week.
Yeah. So, the thing is that I find really interesting is everybody's like, bowing to people is a sin. But in Israel, Israelites publicly, appropriately bowed to political figures. And Haman wouldn't bow to, Mordecai wouldn't bow to Haman, opposite. Because he was an Amalekite, a sworn enemy of God. That's pretty different.
So let me ask then, does it, I forget in here he says, does Mordecai say, I bow to no one but God? Or does he just say, I won't bow to you?
I feel like in at least a complete Jewish Bible, I feel like all it says is that he just won't.
But Mordecai
it just says,
wouldn't bow.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Look it up. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Well, you keep going. I'll look it up.
All right. So, the reason Esther didn't want to go to the palace is because she thought she might be spared, like I was just saying. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that's why Mordecai kind of knocked some sense into her. saying, hey, listen, don't think just because you're in the palace you might be spared. I mean, the king didn't want Daniel to be thrown in the lion's den at the beginning of Persia, but there's a rule that when a law is sealed with a signet ring, there's nothing you can do to go back on that. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So, what's that rule's kind of affected Persia a lot, but it's pretty fair. But it has surprisingly affected them a lot in a lot of their stories in the Bible, especially this one, which we will find out about later. Yeah.
It says in chapter 3, 2 through 4, it says, all the king's servants at the king's gate would kneel and bow before Haman because the king had ordered them, but Mordecai would neither kneel or bow down to him. So he doesn't specifically say, because I remember we watched a play.
Yeah.
A theatrical play, and he says, I bow to no one but God. But
also,
that's not in here.
Like I said in my first episode, cinema has made Esther something that it's completely not. Alright, for this episode, we're going to keep it short today. But to make up for it,
we're going to tell some Bible jokes.
Yeah. Alright, start.
You want me to go first?
Well, yeah, we'll take turns reading them.
Okay, it's my favorite. How do you know God likes coffee?
How?
Because it says Hebrews.
This is one of my favorites. Why wasn't Boaz a nice man before he got married?
Why?
He was ruthless.
Need a boat? I know a guy. Ha ha ha.
Alright, I have a great one.
Okay.
What happened to the Philistines?
What?
Dagon.
I don't get it. Is Dagon?
Their god is Dagon.
Oh, that's good. Okay. Who is the world's first comedian?
Who?
Samson. He brought the house down.
That one's a good one. I like how we nervously laugh to each joke. Okay, what's the next? Wait, it's actually my turn. How many of each animal did Moses bring onto the ark? None. Moses was never on the ark. Come on. Didn't you know Noah that did that?
Didn't you know that? Is what it's
I said that so wrong.
You did. It was good. Okay. Let's see.
What? Give me a joke.
Who was the first person in the Bible to swear?
Job.
He cursed the day he was born.
I guess.
These are so goobery. Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for listening to the podcast. But all right, I'll take you to another castle. I was trying to say something.
Calling me a princess?
No, that is not even. You are a princess, but that's not what I meant.
Aww, thanks.
You're welcome. But I don't know what I was gonna say. Sorry, that was awkward. All right.
Well, it's okay. Thanks for having me on your podcast.
Thank you so much. Please follow us on Instagram if you have anything to tell us. Reach out to us at BibleButNotBoring@AOL.com and anything you want to say to wrap this up.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. All right, we are so laughing. All right,
bye.
Well, yeah, thank you so much for being on here, taking your time to be here. Please follow us on Instagram.
You already said that.
Yeah, I want to make it serious. Okay, well,
wrap it up.
Goodbye, everybody, and thank you so much for listening. How could we succeed without you?
We can't.
Yeah, we can't. That was cool. All right, bye. Bye!